What I find, beneficial also is that it gives a sense of normalcy for people who, who used to dance or who normally, who've done other sports. So this provides a sense of normalcy for them. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And the thing that really comes to mind when you talk about normalcy is this program is open to the caregivers and a lot of time the spouses of people with Parkinson's. And so the spouses come in and they learn side by side. And so it really levels the playing field. Nobody is comfortable with ballroom dancing when they first start. Everyone's a beginner. So instead of coming into a room and feeling like I have Parkinson's, this is about my disease, I really approach the class like everybody's here to learn how to ballroom dance. It levels the playing field. It allows people who are focused so much of the week about their disease to just forget about that and almost step into a little date night with their husband or wife.
So can you walk me through a class? So how does it start in the beginning and how does it end?
So we've done the program in either a 5, 6, or 8 week set. They come to class 1 hour a week, the same time each week, and each week we just add a little bit more. So I might start with the tango basic, and then the next week we'll add a turn to the tango. If it's a longer program, like a 6 or 8 week, we'll cover more than one dance. So we might cover a little tango for a couple weeks, and then we'll move on to the waltz, and then maybe we'll finish with the cha-cha. So over the course, they get a little tasting of a few different dance styles.
And how long is the course? I guess it's a couple weeks, right? But do people decide how long they want to do this? Is this kind of a drop-in? What is this like?
So they sign up. We usually have a spring cohort and a fall cohort. They sign up for the entire course, so the whole 5 weeks or 6 weeks that it's offered. And then, if they can't make a week or something comes up, that's fine, but they usually commit to the whole thing. And we have the next one coming up really soon, so I'm excited to share more about that.
Yes, and I was actually going to get to that. So April 24th, correct?
Yes.
Perfect. And I am so just interested to see how this is being done here in Des Moines. So can you tell me more about the whole plan of this class?
So the class takes place at Des Moines Ballroom, which is right over on High Street, really close. And folks come in, and night one we introduce everybody, and we get acquainted to kind of the foundation of ballroom dance. They can actually sign up on the APDA of Iowa website, and it's absolutely free for participants. We are fortunate enough to have grant funds to make sure that this program is available. So anybody with Parkinson's and their caregiver or spouse can sign up absolutely free. And that will be happening, yes, on April 24th. It's going to be a 5-week course. So it'll end Monday, May 22nd.
Is there some big event at the end of the class, or do they dance in front of their classmates? I know that's kind of how recitals or dance classes work, that they're done with the work and then they perform it. So is that something that is being done?
With this particular course this spring, we're really focused on equipping couples to have the social dance skills to then go dance at someone's wedding or keep dancing at home. So it's less about performing and more about equipping them with a skill and an activity that they can do together. And what we've seen is, couples will come back. I'll see them in the fall, and then I'll see them in the spring. And so it is something that they're able to do ongoing. And I tell everybody this, Cynthia, I'm like, dancing is a lifelong sport. It's not a one and done. You can do it into your 90s. And so that's been really cool. And I do think the biggest compliment that I've received as long as I've taught this program is from a wife. Her husband had Parkinson's, and she came up to me after class and she said, I fully accepted that being his caregiver is my job, and it's okay. But when I come to class and I dance with him, it's like I'm in a marriage again. And that is really what I love to give couples, and I just feel so blessed to be able to serve them in this way.
That is very beautiful. That's, that sense of normalcy that provides people the ability to, feel the connection again. And that is just incredible to see the work that you're doing and how it's impacting everyone's lives. So we are just here wrapping up, and I just want to quickly just kind of ask you this: where can people find the information?
So they need to go to the APDA of Iowa website. Just search APDA Iowa, and it'll come right up, and they can sign up for the class right there. They can also come to www.desmoinesballroom.com, and we have information as well to sign up.
Well, perfect. That wraps up our interview this morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll be right back.